Hi, who cares? And welcome to my new video of the week. And this video is a bit different from what I normally do, as the reason why I do this video is I'm very hyped for Jedi Survivor, which is a sequel to Jedi Fallen Order. And obviously the game's out end of the week, so before I play this game at the end of the week, I will give a quick thoughts on the first game, the original game. And in this video, I will go through the top 3 best things about the game and the top 3 worst things about this game. And before I go right into it, I'm going to say straight away, it is an amazing game. I'm not attacking it. It is a phenomenal game. And probably is one of the best Star Wars games we had last decade. That's how good this game is. Now, on this video, before I go into this, I played this game, completed this game twice. I completed it on the PS4, the first came out. Then the upgrade came out for the PS5, I completed it then. And I'm in the middle of playing it now on the Xbox Series X on Game Pass. So, I get a note for this video and also get some achievements too on my Xbox account, you know what I mean, at the same time. So, now, I do got faults with the game. This is why I do this type of video, because there's no such thing as a perfect game, and this game is amazing, but there are some faults with this game. So I'll go through them both with my, like I said before, top best things about the game and the top 3 worst things about this game. So let's get started, shall we?
You are the chosen one!
Hidden powers. Now, people say, what do you mean by hidden powers? Well, the whole point of the story of the game is that you're the one-way Jedi anniversary from Trauma from Order 66, and basically he lost away with the Force. And again, I'm not saying that's a bad story, yeah, either we heard it before, but it's not a bad story to tell. Especially in a video game form, it's not. Now, the problem I've got with this is, the whole point of the story is you build up, Jedi skills while you go through your adventure, which again, nothing wrong with that. Problem is, most of them are quite stupid and you think that you should not forgot in the first place. Like, for example, the first one, the first one I got in my mind is the warden on the wall. And people said, yeah, and the problem with that is, if he's sort of no farmer, or a slave in the planet, fine, maybe. But if you see where he works in the first level of the game, the open, scene in the game, he works in this junkyard, and one fucking slip, you're fucking dead, know what I mean? So you can't tell me that you don't have those type of skills on him, know what I mean? And the same with the door jump too, that's another skill too, where we have mentioned that more later on this list, because that does play a big factor with the fault of this game. But the door jump thing on there, which again, fine, you can forget that, but at the same time thinking, again, you go find the open scene in the game, he works in this junkyard thing, and he got to jump to pipes, he got to do this, and you can't tell me that he forgot how to double jump, you know what I mean? The only one that makes sense to him to forget is the Force push firstly. That's the only one that makes sense, because again, you're using your Jedi powers. To me personally, I would have done all based on these Jedi powers, like the Force push or the mind reading and stuff like that. But instead, I don't name 2 before, or you should not forget. So, to me personally, it's quite lazy in a way, and it does punish you later on this list, because there's another thing they fucked up on, especially, like I said before, on the door jump, does mess this game up, which I mentioned later on the worst thing about this game. So, that's my first one. So, we'll get to the next one. Okay, first go through about this game is the gameplay. And people say, what do you mean by the gameplay? What makes this gameplay so special? Now, yeah, it's not the greatest gameplay in the world, but if I go to decide how the gameplay works, is It's like Demon's Soul, basically, or the Souls games, basically, but a beginner version of it. Know what I mean? Not, it's not on that level. Know what I mean? It's like a beginner version of that, and mixed in with Uncharted, cause you got the action scenes, like mind-blowing action scenes, mixed with the combat gameplay of you have to time your attack just perfectly to take down these enemies, and basically they're all different type of enemies where you got to time it just right. You know what I mean? And especially you can play it on even no difficulty. It can be very hard sometimes. Just time. And again, is it harder than the Souls games? No, like I said before, it's not that level. It's more like a beginning version of if you get into the Souls games. This could be a good stuff for you know what I mean? Because it's about timing on your blocks. It's about timing when you use your powers. It's about timing you attack. You know what I mean? But you got mixed in with the cinematic cutscenes of him, like in Uncharted. Like I said before, Uncharted, where in the background while you hang off the place, you got to you're really interacting with the action movie. So to me, I think the gameplay is amazing, especially for Star Wars. You know what I mean? That's another thing too. It can't be all complicated because again, Star Wars. Reason why Star Wars is so special to some people is, I'm not attacking people for this because I'm a Star Wars fan too. Star Wars is simple, and that's why a lot of people thought watch Star Wars. It's a simple sci-fi story, and basically, if you're making a game, it should be a simple, game to play. Basically, so yeah, I think gameplay is one of the best things about this game. So let's get to the next one.
You are the chosen one!
The lazy Game Plus mode. And people say, what's wrong with Game Plus mode? I got nothing wrong with Game Plus. I think Game Plus is a very good thing, and it makes the game more enjoyable after once you complete the main game, basically. Now, the reason why I think this Game Plus mode is lazy compared to like other games like God of War, Spider-Man, is it's a bare bones. Like, for example, you lose all your skill moves. Yeah, I get it. Some of the skill moves are vital to the story. I get that. But you still can lock them and still have the other skills. We look at God of War, for example. Then you get the two blades. You get that from the beginning of the game in the Game Plus mode, you know what I mean? And he still managed to, tell a story in Game Plus mode with them, you know what I mean? From the beginning of the game. So, I think compared to this, Game Plus mode, you lose all your moves, you lose all your power ups, all that stuff. All you get is you got the collectibles. The only thing it might be good for is if you go for 100%. But even then, that's not in Game Plus. Know what I mean? It's like, really? That's all. That's all we get for Game Plus mode. With all the tests is out open. What you got? That's it. Like, look at God of War. It made the enemies harder. It made it's more challenging too. That's why you keep all your stuff, all your stats, basically. So, basically, to me, I think hopefully in this new sequel we get this week, we will get a decent Game Plus mode. So, that's my thought. Let's get to the next one. The world building. Yeah, I know people will say, well, it's Star Wars, but what this game done with its with it well designed, is so good, and basically you do feel like you're on no planet in the Star Wars world. And the good thing too, which another thing I love about this game too, is the references about the Jedi law and fancy Star Wars law, basically, without being forced in your face. Why, if you explore these worlds properly, you find a lot of amazing Easter eggs in this game. And again, lore about the Jedi, about the Empire taking over, cities, and I think the exploration of this game is worth it. It's fun, looking for a single, calling code is basically like this force thing, and basically you read this force thing and you get like memories from, time during the Empire ruling, basically. And some of the stories you hear is like, God, it's powerful. And same with the backgrounds too. They want the backgrounds too. You see like abandoned villas where the Empire took over too. And the design of the world in this game is so good, so fun to walk around virtually, and there's a lot of paths you can go to. And yet I know some people might be annoyed saying that, oh, this is backtracking. Yet in a way it is, but at least it made it a lot more fun, a lot more interesting. So, yeah, that's my positive on this one. So, we'll get to the next one.
You were the chosen one!
Okay. Yep, you read it right. The waste of time glitch. I was going to say, what do you mean about waste of time? Well, there's a part of the game there, very at the beginning of the game, you can go to any planet virtually. And basically, I'm going to say things away, do not go to the wet planet. Go there last. Because on my very, very first playthrough there, playing on the PS4, I went there first. And that level was hard anyway. It's a hard level to do. And I got to near the end. And the problem is there's a big fucking wall there. And if you try to jump to it, you can't get onto it. It's impossible. The problem is you're meant to get your double jump ability. And the problem with that is you got to do the other two planets. I can't remember what planet you got to do, but you got to do the other two, I think, just to get the double jump. So basically, you're going to waste at least half an hour to 40 minutes. That if you blist it. Like me, the first time, it took me about an hour or two normally just to do it. If you blist it, it takes about half an hour. But like I said, if you depends on difficulty as well. If you, like I said, done the first time, it took me 2 hours basically, and basically it's wasted time to go all the way back, and then go to the ship and go to the other two planets basically just to get the double jump ability, and then go back there and do the double jump. And basically, it's fucking stupid. And the reason why I say it's stupid because how video games works is the reason why video games take so long to make is a test stuff like this. They play this game non-stop, they complete this game non-stop, and you tell me that no one on the development team faked this bug. Not even a bug, but faked this problem with the story basically, where with a path where you can't go to this level without getting this double jump ability. You tell me that no one got to that point. And it blows my mind saying, really? This game, you can see the heart point of this game. You can see the detail point of this game. You can see people put effort in this game. But you tell me that no one noticed this problem until it came out, know what I mean? With, even for you not, it didn't even pass it. What it done is it to tell people, listen, do not do that planet first. Do it last, know what I mean? So, yeah. So, note to self, if you play this game for the first time, do not go to the web planet first. No, yeah, I know there's a name for it, but I'm bad with, procrastination with long words, so, yeah. So, don't go to that one. So, that's my number one annoyance with this game. So, we'll get to my favourite one now. Yeah, the story. I know people say, really? The story's basic? That's the whole point. The whole point of Star Wars is it's a basic sci-fi movies, and what makes me say this is probably one of the best things in this game is this could be easy a Star Wars movie or series, because it does feel like Star Wars. And I know there's some debates going on saying that the new shows are shit, the new shows are good, you know what I mean? To me, I'm in the middle. Like, why is it my audience I love? Yeah, season 3 is a bit iffy, but it's not the worst thing I've seen. Boba Fett is okay, but be honest, yeah, we didn't need a Boba Fett, so to me, Boba Fett is not a character. Yeah, he is, but what I mean is he's one of those characters that can't stand his own film history, compared to like Incredible Hulk, for example. I think he works better with other characters around him. And I've had the problem with Captain Marvel. I don't think Captain Marvel's bad. The problem is because you know most of them here, she needs. That's why I think this new move Marvels could work, because it got like two other women around here to correct basically. And it's the same with Boba Fett basically. And only one should have been a movie. Again, I like the story. I do like the story, but the problem is stressed out in the series. To me, it should be a 2 or 2.5 hour movie, basically. But this does feel like a Star Wars movie or a Star Wars miniseries, and it got that charm to it too. And I know some people say, "Yeah, but the ending's lazy." Yeah, but the whole point is what you just said is either he does find the kids, is it worth them, part of their lives for it? Yeah, some might say yes, but some might not know you do it. But the problem is, it's still be in danger because the Empire, know what I mean? So it's a good question too. I'm looking forward to see what Carl's going to do next in the future of Star Wars. Especially this next game called this week. I think the story is fun from beginning to end, and I think it's probably one of the best stories we had in the video game form in Star Wars for a very long time. I'm being serious. So, we'll get to my final thoughts. So, yeah, that's it. That's my thoughts on the first game, basically. And to me, it's a 9 out of 10 game anyway. But, now, this week we got Jedi Survivor, which is the sequel I've been waiting for this game. And I'm very looking forward to it. I can't wait to see where Carl go to. What the story's going to be. Cause I've been avoiding spoilers, as there's no fault I forgot to put in the fault video. Is the marketing for the first game was quite spoily. Like, for example, Darth Vader was in the fucking trailer. That meant to be the big twist at the end of the game, know what I mean? So, yes. I've been avoiding trailers on this game. And now, another thing, there's been controversy already this week about it. Which I do agree to a point, because it is a bit lazy, where the game is probably 150 gigs, which, again, 3 times, I think it's like 3 or 4 times bigger than the first game, which is, wow, good news. But the problem is, a Blu-ray disc only holds like 100 gig, I think, something like that, yeah. And instead of getting like 2 Blu-ray discs, like, I think Last of Us did, Last of Us 2 did, I can't remember that did, but Cyberpunk did, Red Dead Redemption did, Red Dead 2 did, so instead of doing that, it's like, oh, you get 1 disc and it's a download. People said, there's nothing wrong with that, but the problem is, if you're a collector of video games, and in, just say, 10 to 15 years down the line, if they decide to close the servers down, you got basically sense of the game. You don't have the whole game on you. So, video game, fencing is now go out the fucking window. So I think it's lazy. Instead of paying an extra penny or 2 for having a Blu-ray disc on the box, it's a fucker. It's not like people download it, know what I mean? Again, it's fucking EA for you, isn't it? That's the sad thing about this, because this is the same company that said, multiplayer games is the future, no one plays single player games, and one of the biggest selling games is a single player game at the moment now. So yeah, it's fucking funny, you know what I mean? So my question of the day is, before I leave, is are you gonna get Jedi Fallen Order? Jedi Survivor. Are you gonna get that? And what you think of Fallen Order too? I'd like to hear your comments below. So you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe to my channel, like the video, and this been a Brick Who Cares. See you on the next one.